What's up? What's up? What's up? It is your girl E, and you are right on time, baby. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well, honey. Because today is April Fool's Day, April 1st, honey. We have made it, honey. The first quarter is down, okay? It's behind us. Y'all see, I got on my Marvin Gaye shirt. This is the day of his passing. And because I am a big Marvin to the Gaye fan, I decided, you know what? I will wear my Marvin Gaye attire while we go through this machinima that's going on up and through these streets, right? Now, before I do that, let me say this because I know you could have been anywhere in these YouTube streets, but you chose to rock with your girl. And for that, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. You are so appreciated. Trust me. Now that we're all acquainted, do your girl a favor because y'all already know, y'all know what it is. I need you to hit the like button, honey, because it helps me out in the algorithm. And you guys know your girl needs to be helped all up and through the algorithm. I'll wait. Thank you so very much. Now, this case is very interesting because this content creator, I found out about her, I want to say almost 10 years ago, y'all. This lady was very fascinating and polarizing to a degree. But for another reason, this woman, Miss Caroline was on YouTube at least 10 years ago. And she was quite interesting because she was a woman that was over 300 pounds. She lost this weight. And, she was like a viral sensation for losing all this weight and, getting herself together. And she was a sensation for doing something that a lot of people can't do. And that is losing it was over 200 pounds, right? And or close to 200 pounds. We're gonna keep it like that, right? She's a little tiny petite something, cute as a butt. Nevertheless, Caroline she started doing videos on food. She was on, Dr. Oz. She made all of the circuits, and she was very successful from an early standpoint in Web 2.0, right? And everybody, was watching her. She was like a shining star on YouTube, and she crossed over to Instagram, and then I think she started to travel. She was in Dubai. She was here. She was there. She was living her best life, right? And I just kind of she just kind of fell out of my radar. I don't know if the algorithm stopped algorithming for her or what. But honey, Caroline popped up on my radar last year. And her story got more and more interesting and wilder as it went along. Now, I kind of fell out of it because at the time I was following another wild ass story that had me hooked. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Nature Boy whole carbonation thing, honey, but your girl was studying it. I could do a thesis on that, baby, because, honey, I got the history. I followed that situation from 2017 all the way up until last year. And we were working on some things actually to do a documentary on it, but it just kind of got really bizarre and creepy. But nevertheless, this right here, this story, y'all got to listen to it because I talk about this all the time as it relates to family relationships, toxic environments, and then money and people passing away and not having things in order to make sure that people are not taken advantage of during the time of, grieving. And anyway, I gave you just a little tidbit. We're gonna look at this real quick and then talk about it. And this is gonna be one we're gonna add to it, in addition to another story that we're gonna throw in here, because these are all problematic issues within the family dynamic that these young people, these millennials, baby, they are bringing it to the internet. And so we're here for it. We're going to check it out. So let's listen to this. We're going to listen to it together. And you guys tell me what you think. Because, honey, your girl was over there like, ooh, honey. When I tell you this story got everything from corruption, Washington politics, to forgery, to people shitting on themselves, literally. And I mean, just blows my mind. So I said, you know what, my girls over here, we can handle it, honey. We've heard worse. Let's open up this case while we marinate on that other situation that's been going on, honey.
Come with me as I prove that my mother and stepsister Aurelia Ritley, my mother Marcia Ritley, they stole my stepfather's beneficiary money and changed their will in this very building with my mother's best friend, Serita Lee, who is the Register of Wills. So come with me.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
Yeah.
Yep, this is the funeral of my stepfather, Roscoe Ritley Jr., that raised me since I was 8. I wore this Anne Klein dress from Poshmark that I've since thrown in the trash. At the casket, this is my mother, Marcia Ritley, and her bestie, Serita Lee. They're Prince George's County Register of Wills that has no legal background, isn't a lawyer, but a Strayer grad and former supervisor at Verizon. She was appointed by the real-life Councilman Tate, Angela Alsobrooks.
Nigga, what?
Angie spoke at my stepfather's funeral, too. I'll get back to her dirt in another post. Oh, nasty self.
Close your legs to married men.
Anywho, important to note that my stepfather died of lung cancer caused by sarcoidosis and spent the last 4 years of his life bedridden and completely blind due to untreated glaucoma from when he was a little boy. All to say my stepfather was not in any position physically or cognitively to change a will or trust 4 years prior to his death. But nope, this ICDC college grad, my mother's best friend, Serita Lee, the Register of Wills, helped my mother generate and establish a false will and trust.
I'm getting my shit if it's okay with you. What? Is that okay with you? What? She asked 5 times.
4 days after my stepfather's funeral, I was punched by a family member. After the assault, I sent a text to Maryland State's Attorney Aisha Brayboy on how to file a protective order, which I successfully did. My mom, Marcia Ritley, was pissed that I filed this protective order against her golden child that already had Maryland drug indictments. So in retaliation, months later, with the help of my stepfather's biological daughter, U.S. Department of Energy employee Aurelia Ari Ritley, my mom cashed a $55,000 life insurance check that was made out to me. How do I know this? Well, MetLife told me I should have received a beneficiary check, and both my oldest brother, Kevin Gingery, told me my mom cashed my check, and my 300-pound biological father, who my 300-pound mother has rekindled a romantic relationship with, sent texts boasting that my mother cashed my beneficiary check and that my mother, Marcia Ritley, gave him $10,000 of my money. Oh, by the way, today is my birthday. Yes, this hurts bad, but from childhood to now, I have been through so much, my tear ducts don't even work anymore. And nope, I have no support system because everyone believes things like this shouldn't hurt me merely because I travel and stay in luxury hotels. Happy New Year.
So that's how I started off, y'all. Not really how I started off because it's been going on, honey, but that's why I'm going to pop you in, baby. We gonna go back the years and years and years. It's too much. It's too much to unpack. Too much to unpack. I'm going to put the link to the website so you girls that want to go follow up and get ahead of me or get behind me or do the research, baby, go on over there and knock yourself out because it is a lot. It's on TikTok. It's on Instagram. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere, honey. This girl is not playing no games. When I tell you she ain't playing games, she is not playing games, baby. No, she not. Now, that was a lot to unpack. So her stepfather left her some money, and then her mother got with somebody to forge the information to steal the beneficiary money that was left to her as the beneficiary. I mean, okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Nevertheless, we ain't got to the worst part, y'all. Like, it's about to get real hairy. So y'all hold on because I think we're going to take it in parts. We got to take it in parts because there's so much. But I am going to give you the link so you can go over there if you want to binge. If you want to binge watch it, you can binge watch it because that's how your girl get down. I binge watch stuff, because I got to get it over with. I got stuff to do. Y'all know I got to get to the chickens, water the plants, da-da-da-da-da. Honey, I got to get it in where I can. And maybe you're the same way. So if you got to get it in whenever you can, go on over there. The link will be in the description. Go on over to the woman's website. To the woman's page, channel, and pay attention and keep up with her. Because when I tell you this woman is cutting people deep, honey, She cutting them deep. Now, y'all hold on. Watch this. We going to the next one. She is not playing no games. Period. Pooh. Now, let's see this.
Give me your hood rat trick. One that don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, there is still a way to get an instant DC Section 8 voucher even though the list is closed.
So come with me so I can show you how to get bumped up on the DC Housing Authority Section 8 waiting list.
Before I tell you how you can still get a DC Section 8 voucher, you have to sit through my Negro story time first. If you're new here, these are my two DC Section 8 cousins, Shaquanda Lancaster and Tiana Burrow, the hookah, that my mother, Marcia Ritley, their Aunt Cookie, aka Percocet Patty, sent to jump me outside of my house.
So much of my little cousin's ride or die loyalty to my mother is not just because it's their aunt. It's because my mother got them bumped up on the DC Section 8 waiting list. The rest of DC has been on that list for 3 years, 5 years, some people even over 10 years. But my cousins, Tiana and Shaquanda, both able-bodied, can work, and they were only on that list for 3 months, and here's how and why. My mom worked for the DC Housing Authority for over 30 years, and during that time got suspended for getting her sisters, Aunt Flower and Aunt Beanie, bumped up Section 8 vouchers. Now my mom's connect is her best friend, DC Housing Authority Supervisor Sherry Smith. Not only does Sherry Smith help my mom get her family members fast-track Section 8 vouchers, but she has helped my mom do this for numerous family members of staff in Angela Alsobrooks and Aisha Brayboy's office. This is one of many reasons Senator Alsobrooks appointed my mother, Marcia Ritley, who has no high school diploma and is illiterate, to the Prince George's County Police Accountability Board. And oh, baby, you gotta pay to play with Sherry Smith to get a fast-track Section 8 voucher. Someone told me she charges $3,000. My mom took Miss Sherry on an all-expenses-paid trip to Jamaica last year in October 2024, and they wore these Ross clearance rack dresses. And Jamaica is also where Miss Sherry got this hat on her Facebook page.
Ooh, baby. Baby, 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 baby. Baby. She is not playing no games. Girl, she said the mama. Girl, can y'all believe what y'all just heard? The mama is committing crime. She is doing Section 8 vouchers. Allegedly. Girl, honey. These millennials is not playing Nintendo. I'm telling you. Mama, that ain't even the worst part, y'all. Hold on. Y'all ready to hear the next part? Girl, they going on vacations. Shaquana on Section 8, they got skipped up.
Come back to the United States, my tummy doesn't do too well with the food here, and this is one of the few things that I can eat. A lot of people in my comments asked the question regarding my mother, Marcia Ritley. How in the heck has your mom been able to get, keep, and sustain 6-figure jobs for over 30-40 years, and she has no high school diploma, and my mother is mildly illiterate? And twofold answer there. First of all, anyone from Washington, D.C. and knows local D.C. government, the culture is very much the people with the lowest educational attainment and skill sets tend to have the highest salaries. And that's because D.C. is very much connections. My cousin got me a job, my uncle got me a job, and that's just what happens. And my mom has all my life been a property manager for DC Public Schools, the DC Housing Authority, and then she became a regional property manager for the DC Housing Authority. And yes, property managers do have to regularly write up reports. And my mom got around that by, she used to have me and my stepsister Ari, that's 1 year older than me, we're 11 and 12 years old, writing her reports for her on our computer. My mom would just say verbatim what needed to go in the report, and we would type it, memos, reports, all types of things. We would do it. And also at all of my mother's jobs, she will adopt like some young girl working there, 22, 25, take her under her wing as a play daughter, give her promises of promotion. promotion and also get that young girl to do any written work for her or any reports that needs to be done. And as I shared with you guys, Senator Angela Alsobrooks appointed my mother to the Prince George's County Police Accountability Board as a labor union thank you. My mom is with the leadership for the labor union Teamsters in Prince George's County, and my mom steered a lot of money towards Angela Alsobrooks' campaigns. And Angela appointed my mom to the Prince George's County Police Accountability Board, knowing my mom has no high school diploma. And when my mom has to do reports for listening in on cases of police misconduct, and this is supposed to be confidential, my mom gets my married...
Babe, let me tell y'all something. These kids ain't playing no games. They are different, honey. This woman has been working. Her mother has been working in the D.C. area in government for over 30 years. And I don't know if y'all know anything about pensions and all of that kind of stuff, but honey, you in the government for 30 years, and you were having 11-year-olds write reports, and you was able to get 6 figures. Lord, is that what Trump was talking about, Lord? Don't let Trump fool around here this story, because, woo, Elon, this is the type of stuff that Elon dreams are made out of. Are you kidding me? Not only are you getting jobs, you're giving other people jobs. You're getting your family getting juiced up on Section 8. Lord, this right here, this woman is out for blood, honey. I wouldn't be surprised if she probably got a bodyguard or something. This is going to be crazy. And this is just the beginning, y'all. We are at the beginning of the story. When I tell you this right here is getting ugly, this woman has to be getting ready to retire. If it's shit, she should have retired. When this stuff started happening with her daughter, in my opinion, she should have retired immediately, because this ain't gonna get good. She didn't put the head of housing on there for him to go and investigate these people. And honey, say they skipped the line to go get their Section 8 vouchers. But she said her mama was out there doing dirt, stole the money from her, stole her inheritance. She said the stepdaddy left everything, left $50,000 to her. The insurance company told her to expect it. And apparently they took the money on her behalf and cashed it. But that should be legal, like, right? There should be a paper trail of some type. Honey, I don't know, but that's above my pay grade. I wanted to find out, what do y'all think about this? Because I find this is very often, not the whole illiterate mom, juicing up the system, stealing money from the government to get over with housing and stuff, but the whole idea that people in our community that are, rich melanated people, a lot of us don't get our affairs in line. And then we have someone pass away, and then it becomes a whole machinima of a shit show as it relates to what goes to what, probate, just like unbelievable. And to the degree of what people think that's there versus what's really there, versus how much debt they had out there that has to be covered once some people pass because you did not have a trust, and everything is just there. The creditors in court, like, honey, it could be a whole lot of mess. A whole lot of mess. Anyway, y'all, I don't know what to say about this. Truthfully, I think it's above my pay grade, but I wanted to talk to y'all about it because, honey, my demographics say that you guys are in this age group where we should be talking about this kind of stuff. And the reason why it happens is because we don't have the conversation. We all believe that we have time to talk about it, and honey, time ain't timing on you. Time is going to hit you when it's time, and you not going to know the day or the hour. So it would behoove you and us to get things in gear so that you don't find yourself on the opposite side of getting done up with no Vaseline, honey. But getting on the internet, this whole idea is a new thing, y'all. And when people find a way to, one, monetize it, because I told y'all, this girl been on the internet since back in 2010. So she's been an internet sensation. She has the following. She started several channels and did different things. Now, this new channel, I think, I don't know when this one was started, but this isn't a channel that I followed back then, because that channel had a lot of other stuff on it, including like stuff for her hair. That's when the whole natural hair movement was going on. Y'all remember when y'all was out there putting aloe vera and shea butter all in your hair, clogging your arteries of your pores and stuff back then? Y'all was boiling shea nuts and shit. Excuse my French, but not y'all, because I did it too, honey. Y'all, let me tell y'all something funny. I had aloe, shea butter, and what else did I have? Aloe, shea butter, and chia gel. Y'all, I had all that stuff in my hair, honey. Now, my hair was looking good for a minute until my pores got clogged and my hair started falling out from the damn follicle. It just couldn't breathe. It was too much oil clogging up everything, honey. I left that stuff alone a long time ago. But a lot of big hair companies came out during that time from all of the experiments that we did back then. But I digress. I'm back. My hair follicles are great. You know, your girl is fine. But that was a time. And for those of you who were around, y'all remember, that's when you had your big hair guru people like, y'all remember, what was that girl? She had hair down it was an African-American girl. She had hair down in her butt. She ended up passing away. I can't think of her name. Way past her butt. Beautiful spirit. Anyway, she ended up passing away. And then you had another girl named Torin. Y'all remember Torin had the big curly afro, and then she started doing dreads, and cut all her hair off and started doing grew dreads and got mixed up in some. She's still on the internet, but now she's doing like tarot readings and crystals, and now she back just on the natural path, and it's been a lot. So yeah, back in them days when the YouTube was like the wild, wild west. But yeah, I don't know. I don't subscribe to it, y'all. But hey, what we do is we listen for understanding, and then we get in the comments, honey. We give our perspectives, baby, and we judge. So I expect that from y'all. Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. We are going to follow this story because, honey, I got a feeling it's only going to get wilder and wilder. And that's all I got to say about that, honey. These streets is pretty slow, and it's April Fool's. And guess what? This is not a joke. This is real. This really, really happened. Tell me what you think. Yep. Anyway, that's all I have for that. Do your girl a favor. If you stuck around this long and you found anything I had to say useful, entertaining, or downright ridiculous, do your girl a favor and hit that like button. Okay? And if you find it entertaining and you want to come back and see the next part, go on and hit the subscribe button, because I would love to see you around, honey. Now, if you in my bushes doing old bushy stuff, do yourself a favor and hit the like button and get yourself some karma coins, because you know you ain't doing it for me because you too selfish. But nevertheless, I digress. Yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. Anyway, until the next time, in between time, I am your girl E, and I am out. Oh, and don't let nobody, I mean nobody, rain on your parade. You dig?
Mama, how could you steal my inheritance? Left me nothing but broken promises, stepfather's will torn apart. The money that was meant for me, now it's gone, a broken heart. It took what wasn't yours to take, while I was trying to heal. I'm gonna get my